Welcome to a tragic work reality story time. This one brought to us by Reddit and the Am I the Asshole thread. I've got the story up on my monitor, and I'll tell you, gosh, it's a great lesson on minding your own frickin' business and treating everyone with dignity and respect and taking no for an answer. My God, how is that so hard? It's literally 2 letters. Anyway, I've got it up right here. I'm going to read it, and then at the end, we're going to decide whether this person is the asshole, the whole ass, or not an asshole. Since I threw that option there, you already know it's going to be that one. I'm just saying. Okay, let's dive in. Someone got the brilliant idea to make an office diet bet due to COVID gains, with people pulling in their money to see who can lose the most weight by Thanksgiving. I am one of 7 people not participating. Lots of pregos, some bodybuilders, and people who maintain their weight who aren't interested. Since I visibly gained, they thought I'd want to participate. I didn't. Jen, in charge of everything, kept dropping by to remind me to turn in my form and my money. I said, no thanks. Jen wouldn't drop it. Other people got involved, asking me why not all the time. It'll be fun. Don't be scared. I'd, quote, feel better and, quote, look better. I told them no, I wouldn't. They'd say, it's a great way to bond. We're all in it together. It's like Weight Watchers. That does not sound fun to me, nor the original poster. I'm not interested. And then eventually I said, no, drop it. They decided I wanted them to convince me. 2 weeks into the bet, they tried to trick on the scale to shock me. I contacted HR. People finally backed down. I'm eating my food one day, parentheses, rice and beans. People sitting with me start dropping hints that how they feel so much better now that they aren't eating carby comfort food all the time. I said, I'm glad you feel better. They took this as a sign that I knew I'd feel better again and started up saying I could still join in. I finally fucking snapped and said, you guys suck. I'm a recovering anorexic. I get one whiff of competition and start starving myself for days and start puking up what I do eat until I'd have to get my 3rd oral surgery to remove rotting teeth. Does that sound worth it to you? A chorus of wow, and we were just joking. Bullshit. I said, no, you weren't just joking. Congratulations, by the way. After you all wouldn't stop, I weighed myself for the first time in 7 years and didn't eat for 2 days. Everyone's on a different journey, man. Does that make you all feel good? None of them would look me in the eye, so I just went home for the day. I got a call from the women in HR who were shockingly supportive of me. I don't really like the word shockingly in there, but okay. I'll let this one slide. One of the bodybuilder guys stepped up and said he's witnessed a lot of harassment and he doesn't blame me for my outbursts. A few others did too. Good. However, they had to cancel the diet bet. I didn't ask them to, and people are blaming me for that, saying that I can't take a joke. It wasn't that deep, and the girls present said they no longer feel safe working with me because I obviously have mental issues. One of them made a big stink about politically correct bullshit and how I'm the typical hypersensitive millennial. I go back and forth on this all day thinking I should have just swallowed my anger and gone back to HR or just stopped eating lunch in the office or whatever. I didn't mean to ruin anyone's fun, but I also felt justified in pushing back on their harassment. Am I the asshole? No. You are not the asshole. They're a bunch of assholes. God, I'm glad the HR team handled that. I'm sorry, though, that they want to retaliate against you, not the business, but your coworkers, and fault you. Very, very, very toxic workplace. Highly recommend an exit strategy for that place for your own health and wellness, especially if there's so many people, it feels like from reading that, that act this way and are gaslighting you and are blaming you. as if something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. They're controlling, toxic assholes. And unfortunately, those folks are everywhere. Oh my God. Yes, that's not good. That is not good. Like I said, I'm glad it was handled. But I'm sorry that it took to the point that you had to have an outburst like that at work. And I know, based on your writing, that you feel guilty about that. But you're human. Definitely forgive yourself for that, for not being maybe professional or as professional as you wanted to be in that moment. But I truly believe that they were creating a hostile work environment, and I'm glad the company took action. They should continue to take action, and I hope you're getting further support for that. But do not believe those folks that you work with that something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. And it's all wrong with them. Their behavior. It's juvenile, it's destructive, it's horrific. You should have never been made to feel that way. And so, God, I'm so sorry that happened to you in the workplace. But I'm glad that you went to HR, and hopefully you aren't shocked that they handled it anymore. But I hope things smooth out at work. But God, people do this sort of bullshit in the office, and it's they like their little cliques and their little groups, and they make little clubs, and it's very high schoolish and divisive and cruel at times. It's unbelievable how low some people feel because hurt people hurt people. It is so sad to see just how little people think of themselves to do this type of shit in the workplace so that they can feel better about who they are. God, pisses me off. So absolutely not the asshole. And I certainly hope that you do not work at a toxic workplace like this. If you're experiencing bullying, incessant bullying, humiliation, embarrassment, anything hurtful like this, I certainly hope that you'd report it up through the processes your organization has. You can even do that anonymously. A lot of people do. I've received handwritten letters. I've received letters that look like frickin' ransom notes to alert me of things that are going on. Emails from fake email addresses or new email addresses. Gosh, you name it. I mean, definitely raise your hand. You may make the assumption that surely somebody knows. Surely leaders know. Surely HR knows. We literally only know what you all tell us and report to us. And believe it or not, a lot of things don't bubble up or over or whatever. So certainly reach out for support if something like this is happening in your workplace. Do not stand for it. It's wrong, and you do not deserve it. You always deserve to be treated with dignity and respect at all times, everywhere, and especially at work where you spend so much of your time. So screw these other assholes. The OP, absolutely not the asshole in this case, and we wish them all the best. And all the best to you all as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to reach out for any advice, support, coaching that you may need. You can always reach me at hrmanifesto@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. All the best, and gosh, I hope you are not in a toxic workplace.